All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Jerusalem who well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect, Shalom, Barak, Atham. And this is your Rock coming back at you with another video. All right, I'm just going to title this Mischief Upon Mischief. All right. Now, in the book of Deuteronomy, it speaks about, in the 32nd chapter, about how the Lord is going to heap mischiefs upon, wicked and rebellious Israelites. All right. Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, speaks about how mischief shall be upon mischief. Okay. Amos, the 5th chapter, speaks about how the day of the Lord will be like a man, fled from a lion and a bear met him, or, vice versa. I get it mixed up. And he ran from the bear and the snake bit him, you know. And this is how the day of the Lord is described. And what that really is describing are the plagues that are going to hit this place in rapid succession. Now, remember how the deliverance from Egypt happened. Okay, these were massive plagues that affected everybody, and they happened in rapid succession. Okay, and the reason they happened in rapid succession is because the heart of the Egyptians and especially Pharaoh were rebellious, man. Even through all of those plagues, those people were committed to their wickedness. Okay, and even to the point when he hit them with the 10th plague, they still pursued us out of the wilderness. Now, think about the level of entitlement there, because they weren't doing it because we were trying to take something from them. They were doing it because they wanted to keep us as slaves. They felt entitled to having us as slaves to work there in Egypt. That's how rebellious they were. All right. And I outline that story because we know the parallel of Egypt is here in America, and this place is about to get hit with plagues. All right. Now, what made me think of this is the Hurricane Milton, which is on track to be a Category 5. I mean, they were saying it yesterday, basically. It was a storm yesterday, but they said it's on track. It's probably going to hit a Category 3, but then this morning, they're saying it's going to be like a 4. Now they're predicting a 5.
And one thing to mention is that Hurricane Katrina was a Category 3. Okay, the one that just came was a Category 4. And now they're saying that this one could possibly be a Category 5. And I want to read an article after, the brother goes into this. And I haven't really got to get to know this brother, but he might be an elder. I believe he's an elder, but I'm not 100% sure, because this is a new brother that I'm coming across and learning from, just learning, like, some of the stuff he's going into. But he makes some good points, and we're going to continue.
Okay, that's going to hit Florida. All right, now Florida is already having a massive housing market uh, crash. All right, and a lot of it started with, well, really the interest rates, number one, and then the insurance companies, which, I speculate, but you can pretty much take that to the bank, that they got a heads up about these hurricanes that were coming, which I sincerely doubt are completely natural. All right. Now, if you know anything about hurricane weather systems, not only can they create these things, but they can control the trajectory of them as well. All right. Hurricanes go to wherever the warmest water is. That's what determines their trajectory. Whichever parts of the water have the most heat, or the warmest water, that's the direction they'll go. So all Esau has to do is heat the water up and head ahead of it in the direction that he wants it to go, and the hurricane will track that direction.
You hear that? So the brother, or he might be an elder. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really got the fellowship with this brother, but he is a GMS. He's in GMS. And he was saying that the water, okay, Esau, Edom, all you got to do is heat up the water, and he can direct where the hurricane goes, okay? And we seen, a congressman, a woman congressman going into that, saying that, that they can control the weather. Okay, so what he was going into, it makes a lot of sense why he was saying that. Esau Edom knows, he knows the left-hand side of the Lord. He knows how to control the elements to an extent, but he can never fully reach the full, the full limit of understanding, how to put those elements into place where he can control all of them. He can only control specific ones to an extent, but he uses that. He does those things. And it was actually the Edomite who came to me tonight, and he tried to claim he's Guatemalan, but he don't understand that his father is an Edomite, so he's an Edomite. And I try to listen to various people about what they have to say about things, even if they're younger than me, unless they just we can't conversate to a level where it's not edifying, because you can learn something even from these heathens, okay, concerning their shit, okay, and we can come back and apply that to the truth, so even the Lord is working through all these various different people around you. It said justice and judgment is the habitation of the Lord's throne, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So everything around you is the Lord doing that. So you want to pay close attention to when people, especially when people come up to you and they try to talk to you, you want to try to listen more than you speak, because the Lord's showing you something, and he was going into, certain things about law and blah, 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 blah. But when it comes down to it, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Lord's controlling them, man. And they know how to use the elements to an extent. All right. They know what they're doing. So when they do things like this, like we said, they're going to try to scare people into taking MOTB. So this is one way. So I want to read this article going into that, and Lord willing, is edifying, and we'll keep continuing what the brother was saying, because it was a spirit that he said that it don't seem like it was just some natural hurricane, because we already got another one coming right back, coming right back to the same area in Tampa. Okay, and it's all numerically made out. So it says, could Milton, right? He was talking about Milton become a Category 6 hurricane. Is that even possible? That's not even on their spectrum. So we're going to read a little bit what they said, but we know that what he say, all you have to do is they have to move the heat, okay, and it'll go the way they want it to go. So it says Milton's raised from a Category 2 to a Category 5 hurricane in just a few hours has left people wondering if the powerhouse storm could possibly become a Category 6. The hurricane grew very strong fast Monday after forming in the Gulf of Mexico, exploding from a 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm Monday morning powerhouse to 180-mile-per-hour Category 5 hurricane. And that's the numerical. Esau Edom does things by threes. You get that 180, that's 1 plus 8, that's 9. You got the 60, that's 369. That's how they do stuff. That's how we know that they're controlling the weather. Okay, look how it's happening. He said just a few hours, it went from the numbers that they wanted to, and that's why I said we're in 6 evils right now. Like they're controlling shit. Okay, and the Lord's allowing them to do that. This is talking about the many the miracles that the beast have done. These are part of these so-called miracles they're doing. Okay, they're controlling weather. They're implementing certain things into people's bodies. Okay, now, they got the MOTB already active right now. Okay, they said it's an eye-popping increase of 113 miles per hour in 36 hours. At 13, that's talking about the 13 colonies. Like, this is all like numerical things to show you that the Lord is allowing them to control the elements to an extent. That's why Esau Edom thinks that his MOTB is going to work. Okay? Because they're all about science. They're all about numbers. They're all about math. A moth means math. They're all about math. So if they can't control something completely, then they're going to be nervous. So that's why they're going to go ahead and try to push this MOTB. That's why they're going to try to push this stuff on the people, because the Lord is allowing them to think that it's going to work. Okay? Their heart machine, their cloud seeding and all this stuff, okay? They really think it's going to work. Now we're going to get to the point and let Malak go into the rest of it. But to show the point that what he was talking about makes sense, because it goes down into it. Hold on, let me find it. Right here. It says the scientists say some of the more intense cyclones are being supercharged by record warm waters, okay, in the world's oceans. So what did he say? He said that if they heat up the water, then it'll go the way they want it to go. And they want it to hit big. So there can be a lot of people, depending on the system. Okay? That's why they're predicting that it will become a 5. They weren't going to predict it it's going to become a 5 or a 6. And look how fast that happened in a few hours. It went from a category 2 to 5. And remember, Hurricane Katrina was a category 3. So it went from 2 points over the Hurricane Katrina in a few hours. We know they're controlling that. Okay? Warm waters in the world's oceans, especially in the Gulf of Mexico and parts of South Asia and the Philippines. They're doing this stuff. Okay? They're doing this stuff. And your job is just to listen and understand that judgment is coming on this place. And it was real spiritual that the brother did this lesson, and it ended in 12 minutes exact. Because this message is to Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what this message is to. So that's why I did this. The message of the Lord's men are simple. Your job is just to listen. Just listen, man. And you're gonna know what the Lord's saying, because it's coming from his men. And you got a lot of people out there, they believe that the Lord is with them. They believe that the Lord is with them when they weren't instructed to get anything from the Lord. It was to get it from these men. Okay? And you got people out here, they have this mindset where they think that they have an upper hand to the Lord's message over his men. And they're going to die. They're going to die out here. So you can listen to them if you want to. But if you're not listening to who the Lord set up, you're going to die. Which is the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and everybody else down on the end. The brothers. We are the mouthpiece of the Lord. You can't come to the mouthpiece and give the mouthpiece something that the Lord gave you to them. It doesn't work that way. And this is why a lot of our people are going to die, because the Lord has put spirits on them to make them think that, they know more than the men that were set up over them. This is why a lot of people are going to die, man. This is why the Lord's got Esau swirling up this shit once again. Okay? So our people are in the mischief. They think that they can rebuttal the judgment of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You will be judged. Okay? Because you keep thinking that this is going to go your way. If you're not a man of the Lord, it's not going to go your way. It's going to go the opposite way. It's going to go a way where you wish it didn't. We keep telling you. And everybody thinks just because they've been sitting around watching now all of us do the work, that they're going to have a chance to put in their 2 pennies, and the Lord's going to take that change. And he's not. The only change that's coming is from the men and Yahawah, Bahasham, and Yahawashi. That's it. That's the only change that is going to be implemented in this place. Everything else, anything you ever thought, if it didn't come from us, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose. And this time, Eve, you're not going to win. Eve's won a lot of times. You look throughout the kingdom, Samson got fucked over by Eve. Solomon got fucked over by Eve. All types of men of the Lord, righteous men of the Lord. David got persuaded by women's beauty to do sin. You're not going to win this time, Eve. You're going to lose. You've won every other time trying to manipulate us. This time you're going to lose. It's going to be a really bad loss. It's going to be the only point that counts. We're going to go into it later because GMS Nabah, he just came back from Dallas. I was just over there, but he just came from over there. He had a really good lesson he put in. I really liked this lesson. He was going hard with it because he put in some old movies. And us GMS men, we're movie buffs. So we're going to go into it. But I want y'all to listen to the rest of this. I know I'm a little spiritual rant right now because I'm hyped up. I got to listen to, very spiritual men. That's the blessing of the brotherhood. We get to go and be like, damn, these men are with us. And that's not how we've been. We've been in a position where we were alone and we were knocked down as men, and women were just plaguing us and talking shit to us and trying to get in our heads and tell us whatever. And I'm not saying every woman is wicked, but Satan can move easily through them because they were not built to be speaking with their mouthpiece. Their shit's supposed to be shut. So whenever they're talking, usually it's Satan talking through them because they're not supposed to be talking. They're supposed to be serving. That's supposed to be their job, but they want to talk a lot. So that's how we know most of the shit they're coming out of their mouth is from Satan. Okay. Spiritual demon Satan. That's how we know. Because the Lord said throughout the scriptures, a silent woman is a gift to the Lord. You niggas talking a whole lot. Niggas texting a whole lot. That means that you're not doing what the Lord told you to do. He said, shut it. And you're still not shutting it. That's fine. We're going to leave you out here. And we're not going to feel sorry for you. We're not going to change the doctor.
All right. So, knowing all of this, knowing that the insurance companies are already getting out of Florida, and the other ones that stayed, they jacked the premiums up way, way high. And guess what? Even when they have to, even the ones that stayed, that jacked the premiums up way high, so they can kind of get some of the money up front that they know they're going to have to pay back in claims. Guess what? They're still going to go to the government and try to get the government to absolve them of paying out the claims. All right, even though they've been charging you extra premiums. For the
and it's smart they're doing. That's why they had them motherfucking workers go on strike, so then they can raise even the premiums even higher on your ass. So while they're sending hurricanes, they're causing strikes. Okay. They probably might even have came to those workers and say, we'll pay you to do a strike. We don't know what the fuck they're doing, but we know everything that they're doing is planned. Everything that they're doing is planned. Okay. They want the system to crash. They want people to be nervous. They want people to be hasty in the time of trouble. And that's the one thing Eve's really good at. Okay. The rest of the world, and the rest of the Israelites who aren't the men of the Lord, they're very good at making haste in the time of trouble because they didn't want to listen. That's your only job. You had one job, Jake, is to shut your motherfucking mouth and listen. And you couldn't even do that. And you're going to die because you tried to do everything else to save your life. You tried to think of all these different ways, and you're going to fucking die here because you thought that the men that you were talking to wasn't the prophets. And you're going to learn real soon. And it don't matter if you subscribe to us or not. If you're not a true believer of us, the Lord's going to expose you. If you think that we're a fucking joke and everything we're saying is a joke, no matter who the fuck we are, okay, talking about being a GMS, you got anything to say about any of us, okay, the ones that endure to the end, you're going to be exposed. And I'm telling you right now, over here with me, hey, you don't think I'm going to stay to the end? Keep watching, motherfucker. Keep watching. So I pray to Yahawah, Yahawashi every day for me to edify this flock. And that's all I think about. I ain't never had no family here, no girl, no real woman look out for me for a long period of time. I ain't never had shit. And I'm not saying that, that's why I'm doing this. I'm saying that the Lord put me here because he knows that I don't give a fuck about nothing here. I ain't never gave a fuck about nothing here. So what you think I'm going to do? I'm going to serve this goddamn tabernacle. So you can find out. Everybody think I'm fucking playing around here. You're going to find out. I'm 10 toes down in here. Okay?
For these houses, man. All right? The condo market's in shambles. So these are people that have lost their homes or on the verge of losing their homes, and now they're going to get hit with a hurricane. And that's why this reminds me of the mischiefs, all right, that the scriptures speak about, about how the day of the Lord proceeding up to it would be, okay? And this is exactly what you see, okay? There's things stacking one up on top of one another. Now, that doesn't even count all of the people that were living paycheck to paycheck, or people had all of their money or their net worth tied into their homes and equity, and now that's going to be wiped away because the insurance companies are going to be like, well, we've covered this, but we can't cover that. Basically useless. Useless. And so this is going to compound, man. And so when people don't have any places to stay, and I can attest to this, in 2005 when the hurricane came in Katrina, you had a lot of rebellious, demonic niggas that lived down there in New Orleans, man. And what did they do? Them niggas went to Houston, primarily Houston and Atlanta, and both of those cities got hella worse. Okay, the gang violence and the debauchery going on there got way, way worse.
Okay, right. You hear what he's saying? I'm out here in Oklahoma, right? I've been talking about this before I came into truth to people, random people, when we have a conversation about life here. And they came here too. And the crime got way worse. The violence got way worse. It happened here too. I experienced that firsthand. Okay? So that's where I come from. I grew up around them motherfuckers. I grew up around them damn demons coming around here and fucking up everything out here. And I witnessed it. They even did that in the Bible Belt. Okay? It's cleaned up a lot more now. And I survived through it. People think I'm just like, like I'm just some, and I mean by people, I mean like certain people who have met me. They don't really understand where I come from. They don't really understand the pain that I went through before I got here. And you're going to learn, okay? Because it ain't got nothing to do with me. Lord had me go through that. So when I come here, I'm not going to take none of your fuck shit. You want to come around and talk about any of the brothers, you're in trouble. You want to come around and say something about me, you're in trouble. Because I really care about Tabernacle. You know what I mean? And you got certain people, you know what I mean? And that's just, as a whole, Jake, you're going to have certain people that are going to try to come and they're going to try to accuse you. They're going to try to make it seem like you're the problem. But it's funny how you're going to have a few people saying you're the problem, but ain't nobody else said nothing to you. I think we deserve enough, and everybody else around that know who I am. Okay, know that I'm not afraid to take rebuke. I'm not afraid to say when I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to say like, hey, I need to work on something. But I know you one thing. I will never bow down to you motherfucking women forever. For fucking ever. Ever since I come to this truth, I'll never bow down to any of y'all. Ever. I will die before I do that shit. You're not going to make me feel like my judgment is off, because I learned from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. They ain't put me in GMS because I was a weenie ass, simp ass nigga. They did that because they know that I have faith in Yahawah, Yahawashi, and what I'm talking about is what they're talking about. So you want to come around and say whatever, please do, because everything's going to be held accountable. We're not here to play around with you. Everybody want to talk about we're on trial. You should check yourself. You should check yourself and see if you're on trial, because we know we're on trial. That's why we're out here every day doing the work. And we already talk about we're going to sit around and wait for the Lord to plead our cause. So do what you got to do, man. Say what you got to say. And that's to who it's supposed to be to. It ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what the Lord is telling me to say. Because it's a lot of yip yapping going around with niggas in Israel, and their job is not to yip yap. Their job is to shut the fuck up. We're gonna go into that. GMS Nabal is going into that. Your job is not to be talking. Okay? Unless you're ready to get your head chopped off with fucking us. If you're not, you just stop talking. It's not your job to speak. Your job is to help us. If you don't want to do that, we will get rid of you. We don't want nothing to do with you. Bye. You think that's a game? You're going to find out real soon.
In those cities. All right? Violence and crime, it all goes up. And that's what's going to happen in these hurricanes, man. All right? People's kids are going to go missing. People's kids are going to go missing. They're going to start developing mental health issues. All right? And then on top of that, the government's going to print more money. It's going to lead to more inflation. So you see how all of these things, they're connected. All right. Well, you got this guy, Klaus Schwab, over there talking about the poly crisis. Okay. And about how we got to be ready for this and ready for that. And they have the power to create all of these crises. All right. So you have to ask yourself, are these crises, are these a coincidence, or is this the devil at work? All right. Now, I would bet that this is the devil at work because he knows he's got but a short time, as the scriptures say, Revelation 12 chapter, and they're getting ready to just take America. All right. This is why you're hearing even people are as high as the president of the United States, or the soon-to-be president of the United States, start backtracking on things like free speech. All right.
See, free speech, things like that, right? So while all that's going on, Eve thinks that the Lord is talking to her. Most of these women out here, they think the Lord is talking to them and giving them the understanding over the men that the Lord set up over them. Okay, you want to talk about as a whole. The majority of the women think that the Lord is speaking to them before we speak to him when the Lord coming to us. They've been deceived since the dawn of time, and they think the Lord's going to come and give them a revelation about his men, right? Why would he do that? He would give a revelation to the man that's over the man you're thinking about. That's what he would have did. He wouldn't have came and gave it to you. He would have came and gave it to the person that was set up over that man in the body. Okay? That's what he would have did. Okay? Eve's brain's just fucking broken. It's been broken since the dawn of time, and it needs to get burned alive. Okay? And all you other women out there who do not want to get in order. Okay? I'm to that point now. I finally got to that point where it's like, y'all really think we need y'all. Like, we really don't. You women out there, we really don't need you. Like, we really don't. Okay? That's why Paul said it's better you don't even have none of them motherfuckers. It's better you don't even fucking talk to one of them. You're better off without them. Because they're fucking wicked. Said I ain't find nothing more bitter than death than a woman. You know what I mean? We've experienced enough of your bullshit, Eve. You're done. Okay? Lord's going to cook your ass here. Okay? I even heard Apostle Hart say, I ain't even looking at no sisters. He said, I ain't even glancing at them. Ain't even the ones that saying their sister. Ain't even glancing at you niggas. That was from Apostle Tahar. Okay? I'm definitely going to study what he was talking about. Definitely going to take a look into that. I've done it on both sides. I've experienced that shit too. Now finally getting closer into the truth and learning more. Like, I see why the brothers is like that. Like, do not talk to Eve, motherfucker. Bitches is wicked. Okay? And they think they're slick with the shit. You're going to find out. Your ass going to be the first one on the open fire in this bitch. Because you thought we were playing. You're going to do all that nice shit and all that, the water and Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, but you don't know how to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to shut up. And that's a big problem with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, because that's all he told you to do, is to shut the fuck up. And you can't. So you're going to die.
Talking about we gotta relook at free speech. You're not free to speak on things that are quote unquote misinformation. But then when you ask them, well, who decides what's a misinformation? They do. You see, so it's not this objective thing that you can look to and hold yourself to. It's whatever they make up. All right,
Yep.
just like these J double O's.
Yep.
All right, they'll say you're an anti S.
Yep.
All right, but then you ask them what it is. All right, and they'll say, well, it changes, it evolves over time. All right, in other words, it's whatever I say it is, nigga.
Yep. And that's how most of Israel is. 2/3 of our people are like that. It's whatever I say it is. And that's how they do in the Bible. That's how they do in everything. Just like Esau, man. Just like Esau. Just like Esau. What are they doing? We're going to look it up because I have been a little bit too long before I pull up a scripture. This is what our people are doing right now. They think that their righteousness is the Most High's righteousness, but he told you the whole scripture, though, all the Old Testament, New Testament, if you're not one of these men, if you're not one of the brothers in the brotherhood, stop talking. You know? He said that shit. Stop. Shut up. You know? And I ain't saying that they ain't some few sincere sisters. I'm not saying that, but guess what? They know how to shut up when it's time to shut up. Like, they don't talk. Okay? They don't be talking. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, talking about Yahawah, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, right? What's the Lord's righteousness? His many set up. And going about to establish their own righteousness have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High, which is what? To the men. So what does that mean? You're supposed to be shutting up, but instead they want to change it. Just like Esau Edom, they want to say, well, I think the Lord thinks this. The Lord's dealing with me. He ain't dealing with you. That's how the majority of our people are, 2/3. Okay? But they still think they're the elect. They think that they're the elect. Okay? But they're establishing their own understanding. Okay? We're going to look at that word establish.
Strong's G 2476.
Histemi. To cause, to make, to stand, to place, put, set, to bid, stand by, set up. If you're a woman, your job is not to set shit. Set the fucking table and make us a goddamn sandwich. That's your fucking job. You're not supposed to tell us anything about judgment when it comes to this word. You're not. Okay? Period. Okay, especially in this time, because why? Because the prophets now know more than the prophets of old, which means what? You can't fool us this time, Eve. You're done. You can't fool us this time. You're fucking through. We know everything this time. You can't fucking trick us with your bull biggity, trying to use your sorcery. Okay? That's why they have spelling bees. Niggas try to use words and spell out your little elaborate little text messages to make us feel like, oh, well, you're right. No, you're not. You're not right. You're not right. You're wrong. You're wrong. In the presence of others, in the midst, before judges, before members of the Sanhedrin, the place, to make firm, fix, establish. That's not your job. You're not. That's not your job. Your job is not to weigh, set, and balance, uphold, or sustain authority or force of anything. It's not your job. That will never be your job, especially now that we know everything that the Lord told us that he was going to come back and give us. You can't fool us with your stupid shit no more. You're about to get mischief upon mischief. because you didn't want to just shut the fuck up and listen. And that's what we're going to go into next, going into the brother, GMS Nabah. He's going to show you. You just should have shut the fuck up. And when you go into this video, he didn't make it seem like it was harsh when the dude grabbed the woman and put his fucking hands on the bitch's lips and said, shut the fuck up. That's how it needs to be, because Eve don't know how to shut her motherfucking mouth. She thinks she's just so goddamn knowledgeable. So she gonna die.
That's what they're telling you. Okay. And this is the second hurricane that's hit. That don't sound suspicious.
Yep.
That Umar Johnson meme, that don't sound suspicious.
Yep. And to be 100% specific about it, in the last 14 months, there's been 4 major hurricanes in the same area.
And it's highly suspicious, man. All right. And I think people are starting to wake up, but they're not going to wake up in time. And it's definitely not going to be enough. And then even the ones that do wake up in time, guess what? They're going to panic. All right. They're going to call on a different God, a false God. All right.
All right. And you got even some people that's going to call on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You got Sakari. They call on Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All them niggas is going to die. All them niggas is going to die. If they don't repent and come back to this order. All them niggas is gonna die. So just because you call on Yahawah Shem Yahawashi don't mean shit. It said, many shall call on my name. And the Lord said, I don't know y'all, because you didn't do what the fuck I said do. So just because you call on the name of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, that don't mean shit. If you don't follow the order. You got the GMS nonstop on the block motherfuckers. They call on the name of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. They ain't following the order. You got the Watchmen of Israel. They calling on that name. They're not in order. That's why the elders and apostles show you that shit. So you think just because you know the names, like you just good. Nah, that's not how it works. And we're going in more depth for people so you can know you're not good. You're not good. Because you didn't want to follow this order. And if you don't believe us, you're going to be trotting down like the mire in the streets. Okay? You're going to get trampled. Okay? Lord ain't going to just set us up and then you just be somebody who just like, oh, well, the Lord's speaking to me over you when you was never meant to be a teacher. And that's what we're saying to you women out there. That's why all the brothers say, y'all better fear. Because you will never be above us, any of us, even the men of us that are wrong. Okay? IUIC, ISUPK, y'all niggas is still under them. Okay? Even you sincere women who's really sincere, you're not even worth more than them. Because they're still men. That's what you need to understand. You will never be anything equivalent to even Esau, Edom as a man. You won't be, even though he's going to get destroyed. You're not going to be equivalent to any man on the planet. You will always be under a man forever. Whichever one the Lord grants you to serve under. So cut all that bullshit out about the Lord speaking to you, especially right now, because he's dealing with his men. There was times in the past he wasn't dealing with his men. He had it to where certain times, certain women was ruling in Israel, whatever. That's not this time. This is the last time. And guess who he's dealing with? 144,000 leg men. Everybody else, you don't get with that, you can kick fucking rocks.
And you're going to perish, because what people don't understand is that America, the death of America is inevitable, man. America is already finished. It's already written. Okay? There is no getting around it. This place is through. Now, people may still be somewhat comfortable for now, but it ain't going to be for long, man. I went into Whole Foods yesterday, tried to get like a half a pint of fruit, man. $16. It's like a container, maybe like that round, short container, that big, $16, man. All right. And then, you know, but see, they're charging you a premium for organic while they poison you with this other pesticide bullshit, man, which is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary, you know? And the reason they need so much pesticides is because they're growing these farms in mass, you know? You can't tend to a large field of strawberries or grapes or whatever and deal with the pests that large unless you use a chemical, you know. But if you had smaller ones and they were in different parts of the city, each farmer could take care of the pests without adding a bunch of chemicals to it, man.
Yep, but they outlawed it basically. Well, we can't do that because we can't collect our own rainwater. We can't do none of that. They don't pay us pay us enough for where we can do, because this is Jake's curse, you know. And that's why I talked about that Esau, even the so-called white man, it wouldn't the you know, the ground wouldn't yield forth fruit, you know. So that's why they use the pesticides. They use the GMO. Because the insects looked at that, it's like, damn, this shit, we can't eat this shit. Okay, and they're giving it to us. Okay. And then when you want to get some real fruit, it's $16 for a small jar of it. That's what we're coming to. And these women out here want to think that they got it on their own. They can just serve Yahawah, Yahawashi, and he's just going to look out for them. We're going to find out. We're going to see what GMS and the boss says about it. He's been in the truth longer than me. He's saying the same shit I'm saying. All the brothers saying the same shit. Who you think I got it from? Shit is crazy, man. Eve is going to fucking die here. Good riddance to you motherfuckers, man. Because you niggas don't know how to shut the fuck up. And I'm not talking to the ones that are listening and being in silence. I'm talking about the ones that are not. Okay? And then all the brothers be like, I be hearing the elders like, yeah, they say we come off harsh. I know they talk about me a little bit because I come off harsh sometimes. Because you know why? Because I'm ready to see this place get destroyed. I'm ready to see people's fucking flesh ripped the fucking part. Because I'm tired of seeing you motherfuckers live over Israel. I'm tired of seeing y'all think that the men of the Lord is a game. And I even heard Apostle Gabar, he said, sometimes you get real mad in the truth. And I'm just in my second year, I'm pissed off. You know, I ain't done nothing to nobody, but I'm pissed off in the spirit. Like, I'm like, Lord, please come drudge these niggas. I want to see blood. You know, that's how I be feeling sometimes. I want to see the Lord judge this place. I fucking hate it here. You know? I know the brothers do. They're just better at not showing y'all.
You know? So this place is absolutely through, and we're gonna wait to see the fallout of it. We're gonna wait to see the death tolls, but they're expecting it to touch down.
See,
I believe
we're gonna wait to see the death tolls. So we're all like, we can't wait. We're like Esau, Edom on the right hand side. We can't wait to see niggas getting judged. Esau, Edom love fucking killing shit. We love seeing the Lord judging motherfuckers. You're fucking with the left hand side of the Lord and the right hand side of the Lord. Anybody in between that, you 2/3 niggas, you wicked niggas that don't mean shit, we're waiting to see you get judged. And then Esau, Edom's gonna be next after that, the third of them. That's what you're witnessing when you seeing us doing this work. So if you think that we're just doing this work for fun and we're just over here doing videos and we just, you know, over here doing whatever for fun, like the Lord ain't put the spirit on us to do this, you're with them. The Lord ain't gonna set somebody up over you and then it just be for no reason, you know. And you got some brothers that did come in the truth and fall out. We talk about that all the time, but you know what I'm saying? That's because why? Because they didn't really give a fuck about the brotherhood. And we do. So much that we don't want to even marry nobody here. We just want to be on our fucking own and do this. Die here alone. We don't need you women. You can kick fucking rocks And that's the kind of spirit that Eve's put us in. So it's going to be real hard for you to convince us that we need you. I'm tired of fucking Eve. She's supposed to be the representative of all you women. She's pissed us off, man, as a collective. That's why you see all the brothers saying, don't fuck with her. She's fucking wicked. She's rotten. Rotten apple.
Today, I got to get the update on it. You know, I've been working all day, you know. But we're going to see what comes out of this, man, you know. Because this place is these people need judgment. Okay, every single one of you people that are halfway in and halfway out, the Lord is going to deal with you seriously, man. Pretty soon, tragedies are not just going to be something you're watching on the news.
Yeah, you compromisers, you want to compromise with any of us, you know, we want to see you niggas die.
It's going to be your life.
Your life.
All right? And if you don't have the shield, the whole armor of the Most High, then guess what? You're going to get hit with the fiery darts of Satan, as the scriptures say. All right? And get ready for more and more to come. Why? Because it's election season, man. All right? Multiple October surprises going on. You know, we're not even getting into the Middle East developments. You know, these things are going to ramp up and get worse and worse and worse and worse. Just like 2020, it got really bad, then it calmed down for a little bit. All right? And then it felt good, but then it got bad again. All right? But it really didn't get better because inflation has been going up ever since then. You know? And that bubble is getting ready to burst, man. This economic bubble is getting ready to burst. People have had it. They're at their wits. You know? The government knows that the average person don't have, you know, $500 saved away for an emergency. They know this. They can actually just see your bank account, man. They have the power to just make your bank account $0 or $1 million right now. They do have that power to do that. But they don't care, do they? Because they want slaves, man. America is a plantation. All right? That's what it is. And y'all haven't realized it until now, but you're getting ready to realize it. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah. Right? This place is a plantation. Y'all gonna realize it real soon. We already know. I just got out of the fucking plantation. And you got a lot of people out there.
Have it more abundantly.
They just say shit about us, man.
All right.
They just
so one more precept for you women.
Be like, it'd be a few people that observe us, and they'd be like, "We know who you are, and we've exposed you." And nobody else done said that shit. We're online every day. Get the fuck out of here. We're online every day, man. We're online doing this work every day. You know? You know? You see at least 3 hours of our life on a daily. Like, it's just funny how you got people watching and everybody else agree with what we're saying that's in the hopeful elect, but 2 people in the hopeful elect be like, nah, y'all niggas going off. That means y'all not with us. That's what that means. That means y'all really not with us. You know? You're really not with us. Talking about we on trial. No, y'all on trial. Your job is to not even speak. You're on trial. Man, Eve, the nerve of Eve, man. She thinks that she has a voice. And she's gonna die because of it. And the reason why I'm going into this, because brothers have been heavy on this lately. And I'll be listening to the brothers. I'll be listening to all the brothers, the elders, apostles, and they've been on it lately a lot, especially with Apostle Rawchaa. I got to meet Apostle Rawchaa personally. He's like, man, the so-called black woman, this bitch right here, man. That's all he be talking about. This bitch right here, man. The fuck you mean? You know something more than us. You're gonna die out here because your dumb ass don't want to shut up. We're gonna go right here. Tired of being nice to you niggas. It's over with for you niggas. We're talking about 144,000 elect men ruling. It's going to be 100%, 144% dictatorship. You will never get any say in anything you ever do forever. How's that feel? Doesn't matter. Soak it in, Eve. Soak it the fuck in. You will never get to decide anything in your life again. You better max out your credit cards. You better go out here and fuck with Esau, Edom. You better go out here and be a goddamn demon. You better be in the military, do whatever you got to do. This is the last chance you get to be wicked with Esau, Edom, so-called white man. After that, you're done. See what the brother got to say. Excited about this. This one I'm going to let run. Spirit tells me to say something.
Shalom. First and foremost, if I get started, I want to give all honor and glory and power to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostle, great millstone, GMS, rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hope of the elect on the four corner, pushing their truth and sincerity. All right, that great song, this your brother Nabah. I might just come with another little quick lesson, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, who gives me the inspiration and motivation to do so, especially evil times to come. All right, and what I got on the screen is a movie. It says came out in 2006. All right, but it exposed the truth. All right, and when I say expose the truth, it's the plan of the elites. All right, the power that be. All right, and their agenda. All right, as in the New World Order. As I take this movie as hidden in plain sight. So, in order for you to understand, you got to be in the know. All right. And that's why the prophet's job is to go on the highways and the hedges and prophesy these things unto you, because this was coming down the pipeline. All right. Even though this done on the left hand side, but if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you spot on. You already know what this consists of. All right. I'm gonna play it, and most definitely for you women. All right. Just to show you if you have to be in
Most definitely for you women.
line. All right. And in order. And the most important thing is listening. All right. Listening is a skill that these women, if you want to be delivered, all right, you're gonna have to adapt. All right. You're gonna have to adapt and listen. All right. So let me play this. And I got some precepts to bag it up. And Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified. While I let it all down, man.
You know what is going on. You have to listen to me.
I'm listening.
You have to. Because you don't know the fucking enormity of what we're dealing with. May the 29th, 1954, the consortium of bankers, industrialists, corporate CEOs, and politicians held a series of meetings over 3 days at the Bilderberg Hotel in Oosterbeek, Holland. They drew up a plan for maintaining the status quo. It's the way things are. It's the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. They devised a plan to manipulate technology, economics, the media, population control, world religion to keep things the way they are. And they have continued to meet once a year, every year since the original meeting. Look it up. Under their orders, the CIA had smuggled Nazi scientists into the States to work with the American military at Calspan, developing an interepidermal tracking microchip.
What?
It's a surveillance tool. It's a computer chip that has been implanted in the skin of every human being born on the planet.
Do you not hear this shit? This is a man of the Lord right here. Like in our spirit. Like this is how we feel. Like turn the fuck up. And Eve's like, what? Right? Even the ones who believe in the truth. What? You didn't understand all this shit. You say you do, but you don't understand what the fuck we're dealing with. So shut your fucking mouth. Okay? You will never understand what it means to be a man of the Lord. So what does that mean? Shut your motherfucking ass up.
Since 1982, the test group for the prototype was the People's Temple. And when the Reverend Jim Jones threatened to expose them, he and every member of his church were assassinated. If you want to
See?
going on.
See? It's heavy. He said so much in a little short time. All right.
So much he just said, okay? Everything we talk about all the fucking time. He said everything that was like, he talked about project, paperclip, all types of shit in like 30 seconds. And what he had to do, he had to put his mouth on this bitch lips. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
All right, but we understand that all this, what he said, is dealing with prophecy. As we can go into the scriptures and show you these things as the Most High words being faith and true, because this was coming down the pipeline, whether you heard or whether you forbear. All right, because the Most High, all right, this is plans, and this is how the kingdom of heaven will come. All right, through the downfall and the destruction of this place. All right, and this the plans of the elites once again, bringing in a new world order, dealing with the charagma. All right, and once again, for you women's, you will have to listen in order to survive. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. It said, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come nigh, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." All right, and the reason why the Lord still have pleasure now, because the elect have to be sealed, and that's why His mercy is being extended through the prophets on the highways and the hedges. All right, but when the Lord take His men off the internet, off the highways and the hedges, then that when the Lord will have no pleasure in Babylon the Great.
See what I'm saying? Talking about the family of the word. And when you see right here, he's not saying this man's going off. You see how hype he is? You see how much he in Eve's face like, shut the fuck up. He's not saying nothing's wrong with that. That's how we are in the spirit with Eve. Like, bitch, you don't have no idea what the fuck is going on. Shut the fuck up and do what we tell you to do. That's the spirit that we're in right now. You know? Shut the fuck up. But Eve don't want to do that. So you know what? You're going to get blown up out here. We're going to leave you. .com. And you're going to witness the fear of Yahawah, Yahawashi. You're going to be frightened because we are the mediator. You keep thinking that we're a fucking joke. You see this light right here, right next to him? See this light? You see this light right here? This light right next to him, this big ass light bulb? Yeah, that's us. That's why it's sitting right next to him. And Lord's gonna take that real soon, just like the brother was saying. He's gonna take that real soon. We're gonna see what the rest he says. It's the same shit I be saying every day, and all the other brothers.
All right, because this was coming. It said, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the keepers of the house is speaking about the elites. All right, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the ground will cease because they are free. And we're seeing, after the demic happened, 2020, a lot of stores weren't even able to, come back to life. And that was the plans of the elites. But remember, it says, while the evil days come nigh, because that's what's coming down, all right, to Babylon the Great. Bad times, hard times, difficult times. All right. And it says, and those that look out the window be darkened. All right. So it's not going to be anymore you thinking about your future plans or, when you're going to college or, how you're going to get this big house in 5 years. Oh, they're going to be thrown out the window. All right. When shit hit the fan, you can look at him, how serious he is. He bleed. He probably got to fighting with somebody, anything. But these are the times we coming into, when you think about 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter, 2nd Ezra the 16th chapter.
See, these are the times we coming into, and we don't want no little punk ass motherfucking just anybody to be around. Because we might be out there and some motherfuckers jump us some shit, and we hyped up when we get back to the house because we ain't do nothing to nobody. And then we get there, and then you got some weak ass rib with you, and she like, hey, you're drunk. Like, this the kind of shit this is why we want to be around brothers. Because women don't understand. They don't understand. They don't fucking understand what we're dealing with. They don't want to be a pillar of rest. We got to sit here and fill out an application why you need to be fucking shutting the fuck up and doing what the fuck we tell you to do. I'm not filling out no goddamn application. You're going to get blown up out here. Fuck you.
A day of evil, you know, check of trouble. All right, and guess what? You women's, you know, you women that got attitudes and, you know, think you Billy badass, you can do all bad by yourself. We're going to see in those days.
We're going to see, motherfucker.
All right, you don't need a man. You know, you got everything. We're going to see in those days. All right, when the Lord have no pleasure, all right, in this society. All right, and it says, and the doors of the streets, I mean, it's like, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound on the ground is low, and he shall rise up a voice of the birds, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low. And yeah, do we live in the prophecy, man? This music sucks. All right, but to paint the picture, all right, the time that's going to be going on in Babylon the Great. All right, and it says also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, all the almond tree and flourish, and the grasshopper shall be burdened. He said, all desire shall fail, because man goeth to his alone home, and mourners go about the streets. All right, so let me grab this. This is Michael. All right, 7 and 10. And you women not exempt. Okay? You women not exempt. I just want you to know that. You know, Esau not going to save you from the wrath of the Lord.
Right? And you got a lot of women out here that claim that the Lord's dealing with them. You got a lot of women out here claiming that the Lord is fucking with them. Even ones that claim they in the truth, even ones that know they Israelites, they out here claiming they in the truth. But they want to say the Lord told me that about you, that you on trial. Bitch, you on trial. It said that Adam wasn't even deceived. It said the woman was in the transgression. Y'all on trial. All you women is on trial. The fuck you mean we're on trial? You should have shut your fucking mouth. You should shut your fucking mouth right now. That's what you're supposed to do. Shut the fuck up. That's your job right now. You've been talking since the dawn of time. Y'all been the reason why John the Baptist's head got chopped off. Y'all the reason why Samson fell. Y'all the reason why King Solomon, which we know as Yahawashi, went into his shit. Okay, because y'all over here doing your sorcery. I think your job right now is to shut your motherfucking mouth. That's your fucking job. And I'm speaking for all of Israel. All the men in Israel is tired of your dumb ass. Shut up. We'll be so glad when we get these powers, because you're never going to get a chance to speak again. Because anyone who overtalks us when we're immortal, you're going to get Dunskies.com. I can promise you that. Any woman that back talks a man of the Lord when he's immortal, you're going to get Dunskies. And you're never going to fucking say nothing again. That's where we're headed. That's the days of old. For you hopeful elect women out there who think y'all motherfuckers is so goddamn holy. You better be right. You better be fucking right.
This is Michael 7 and 10. It said, then she that is my enemy. All right, who is our enemy? All right, those that don't agree with the doctrine of the Lord.
Mm.
All right, you women that have a problem with a man having more than one woman, you're an enemy.
Mm.
All right, you don't want to be submissive and let your husband run things. You're the enemy.
Mm.
All right, and that's why he was telling her to be quiet and listen. You see how he grabbed her mouth?
Yep. See, he grabbed her mouth. I wasn't even tripping about that. See, he grabbed her mouth. See, he grabbed her by the goddamn lips. Shut your motherfucking ass up, man. Shut up. And then Eve look at that as like, oh, you're just so aggressive. Well, wait until the Lord give us these powers. We're going to be body slamming niggas in this bitch. We're going to be fucking suplexing niggas. Just wait till he does that. You think we're aggressive right now? We haven't even done anything to anybody. You got people like Ted Bundy out here killing 30 bitches. They ain't said nothing about this nigga. You got Chris Brown beating the fuck out of Rihanna. We the men of the Lord. We tell your ass to shut the fuck up and listen. You're like, oh, you might hit us. You might do something. We ain't even done nothing yet. Shut your weenie ass up and listen. You're supposed to be the weaker vessel, so be a weaker vessel. Tone that shit down, trying to be like the Lord's dealing with you. He ain't dealing even with effeminate men. What makes you think he's dealing with fucking women? You niggas is supposed to be soft. He said men that are soft, you niggas can't even get in the tabernacle, nigga. Fuck that. You niggas is on some weird shit. Stop talking to us like we don't know the doctrine. That's where we're at right now. Stop talking to us like we don't know what the Lord's telling us. Soft ass men can't even be a part of what we're in. You're talking about some Lord's dealing with you and you're a whole goddamn weaker vessel. The fuck out of here. He set us over you for a reason, because this work wouldn't have got done. You would have been nice to everybody ass. You would have gave over to Esau. Even though he can get saved. He's just been nice for the last couple months. The fuck out of here.
All right.
All right.
Because majority of you women don't know what's going on.
Mm-mm.
And the majority of you women is going to give in a time of trouble.
You will.
All right. That's why it's important now to listen. All right. And get built up in the spirit. Get your mind all right. All right. Get your mind right. Because there's going to be some times that you're going to be tempted. All right. And you're going to have to stand firm for your man as he continue to stand firm for Yahawashi. You can't be like Joe's wife. All right. You cannot be like Joe's wife, man. So it says, Micah 7:10, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me. All right. And a lot of women's going to be shamefaced. All right. They had a man of the Lord, now he gone.
Yep, and that's what the man of the Lord looked like. That's why he had this video like that. They think that we look like this. Bloody, face is fucked up. We're over here, we talk a little louder than them. We trying to tell you, stop fucking playing with us. But now he gone. What else? I'll tell him.
Everything that he been telling her from day one, all right, it's smacking her in the head, hitting her all in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So she gonna be shamed, man.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't what? She didn't listen. You see how you grabbing her mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Cause she couldn't do that.
She couldn't do that. So we had to grab your motherfucking goddamn lips. We had to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we doing that in the physical. We doing that in the spiritual. Because any woman that I've dealt with, even before I came in the truth, can't none of them say that I put my hands on them. Can't none of them say that. But you got these women are so goddamn privileged here. You try to be affirmative and have masculinity and say you need to listen to what the fuck I'm saying, right? They say, I felt like you was gonna do something. Well, you felt that way. That's why the Lord didn't set you up to build the tabernacle. You should have stayed out of your feelings. Now you're gonna get blown up because you didn't want to listen to the men of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We're not playing. We don't give a fuck how many of y'all watch. We don't care how many of y'all say Shalom. We don't care how many of y'all subscribe. I've been the same way I've been since I said Shalom with 0 subscribers. I've always been this way. Brothers know me. I before I came into brotherhood, I done videos like, you gonna do what I say or you're fucking out of here. That's me. I've been that way for a long time. You know? I'm not acting like somebody I'm not. So get out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I've been this way. Before I was took my soldier's test and came into the brotherhood to serve this brotherhood. They know I don't fuck around when it comes to women. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna do what I say 144%, or you're gonna fucking kick rocks. Because that's how all the women are gonna be in Isaiah 44, verse 1. If you're not doing that right now, what does that mean? You don't belong to me. Goodbye. That's what that means. It's not a game, Eve. You want to say that we're tyrants and you want to say that we're crazy people and you want to say that we're the problem, just like brother put on this video. He's got this guy, he looks crazy, he's got blood on his face because the persecution he's went through. He's got fucking shirt off because maybe somebody ripped it off of his ass. He's got blood all over him. He said, listen, bitch, you don't know what I'm fucking going through. Shut the fuck up. She's like, what are you talking about? Because Eve's just been fucking comfortable here. So you know what? Fuck you, Eve. You can die here.
You know?
You know?
So it said, where's the Lord Yahawah, thy power?
Right?
My eyes said, my eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as a mire of the streets. All right, man, she gonna be judged, man. A lot of women are gonna be judged in Babylon the Great. All right, why? Because they refuse to listen, they refuse to shut up, and they refuse to do what their man tell them to do.
And that's what's gonna get you fucked up. Just that simple. Just you shutting up and doing what we tell you to do. It's that simple. That's all it takes. Shut up and do what we tell you to do. We don't need well, I feel this way. The Lord told me to tell you. He didn't set you up to tell us anything, especially in the last days when he's fucking tired of niggas telling his men what shit is. Because we've been listening to you motherfuckers since the dawn of time. We've been listening to y'all and humbling ourselves and chilling, and we're worn out. We're worn out trying to be nice to you motherfucking Eves and you niggas out here in the land. We're tired of it. You're going to do what we say, you're going to get blown up. You're going to do what we say, you're going to get judged. That's where we're at now. That's where we're at. What you want to argue about? You want to argue? Bye. And that word, in 3 words, is going to be the reason why you're set on fire here in America, Babylon the Great. That's the fear you need to have of us. You need to be frightened of us when you see us. And if you don't feel that way, bye, motherfucker. Good motherfucking bye. Shallow fucking wom to you niggas.
All right?
All right?
A man should be a hiding place in that day. All right? The Lord going to be dealing with that man. You're going to have to follow that man to be saved. All right? Isaiah 4:1. But guess what? The man is going to be the prize in that day. You're going to have to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Right? And let the man lead through the spirit and power of Yahawashi.
Right? Let the man lead in the spirit and the power of Yahawashi. He just saying it a little bit nicer than me. So what it say? Respect the froward and the gentle. And he ain't even really being gentle. He on the same thing. He just saying it a little bit, nicer than me because he's not really pissed off as much as me right now. I'm damn a little pissed off. I'm at that point where the elders and apostles, I'm getting what they're saying. Like, there's going to come a time in this truth where you're just so motherfucking mad about this shit. That's where I'm at. I'm in year 2 of this shit. I'm like, Lord, please blow this motherfucker up. I'm tired of these niggas. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm not afraid to put that online. I'm not afraid to put that in front of the congregation because I really love these men. And I get what they're saying. I remember Zaquan Sha'ar telling me he was like, if nobody say nothing to you, bro, just do you. Just keep going. We're not afraid to get corrected over here. We're not afraid to get to the brothers to be like, hey man, look at this, fix this. And that's the difference between us and a fake ass believer. We're not gonna front. Whenever we're dealing with shit, we're honest. You know what I'm saying? And really, I'm not even really dealing with shit right now. I'm just like, this shit right here, Eve don't understand, man. Okay? She don't understand that this right here, even though I was talking to my elder about this, Eve thinks that a guy like this is controlling. She thinks that this is tyrannical. She thinks that a guy like this is overdoing it. Okay? But when you come into the kingdom, this is what you're dealing with right here. But he's going to be immortal, and it's going to be a Jake. And you're not going to have no say-so in nothing. So if you're saying you're a hopeful leg woman and you don't accept this and get right with this, what does that say about yourself? You know? Because we're getting right with the Most High. We're over here trying to do everything that he tell us to do. So, hey, man. We don't care which one none of y'all is watching. I'm hoping that I get correction. How you think I got here? Okay, I came here to get fixed. Okay, and I ain't been in the truth for nothing but 2 years. I know I got a lot more fixing to do. And I'm not going to act like I'm not. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to act on no fake ass fuck shit. I'm pissed off about y'all acting like y'all the shit. You women out there. Pissed off about that. I'm pissed off about Esau, Edom. I want to see y'all judged. So, whatever, man. You want to feel some type of way about it? The brothers are saying the same thing. They're just better at it than me. That's why the Lord set them up over me.
Yeah. You see, because martial law is coming, famine is coming.
So brothers sending something.
All right, evil coming.
Okay.
All right, the hour of temptation is coming.
Yep.
All right. All these things is coming down the pipeline. Why? Because that's what the Lord has spoken.
That's what he spoke. How you speak it? How you speak it, Eve? Not through you. He didn't say, tell your husband. He said this. He's not speaking to your ass. You're a weaker vessel. You're not even worth speaking to. He's speaking to his men to tell your ass. You're not worth fucking getting a revelation on shit. It even said, even if you get a dream, you go tell one of us and we talk about it. The fuck you mean the Lord told you I'm on trial? You're on fucking trial. He said that to you so you could say some dumb shit. This is a fucking joke. Okay? You're being bamboozled. You better understand, Eve, he's dealing only with his men. And if you don't get that, you're going to be one of them women trotted down the streets. You better figure it out. You better figure it the fuck out. Because I'm not helping you no more. I came in this truth. It's a testimony right here. I came in this truth trying to be nice to certain sisters. Talking about they in the truth and shit. Right? I'm not being nice to you no more. You're going to have to figure it out now. I'm not going to do it no more. Because you think that you got us beat. This time we know everything. We've learned more than the prophets of old. We remember things that you don't remember because we wrote them. If we're of those men. And it doesn't make sense that you know, that we weren't those men. We know we were. Because we know the Lord bring us here. This is not a coincidence. You know, that's what we're getting to. By the time Jacob's trouble comes, it's not going to be no more Lord willing. We're going to know. We're going to know if we're the elect. Because you know what? We're going to be letting you know that you're going to be trotted down these fucking streets and we're going to watch you. We're going to watch you get shredded to fucking shreds. Because you thought this is a fucking game. I've been asking elders and brothers and everything. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ain't no fuck shit. Or I wouldn't be here. So get out of here with that you're not going to doubt. You're not going to bring no doubt to the brotherhood this time, Eve. You've been doing it for a long time. You lose this time. You and Esau, you lose. It's over. It's game over. And I don't care 4, 5, 6, 0 people watching. You lose.com.
There's no way you can get around besides you being in order.
No way of getting around.
All right. This is
right?
Isaiah 32. Okay, Isaiah 32:9.
Mm.
And it says, rise up, you women
Mm.
that are at ease.
Mm.
Hear my
Mm.
voice, all you careless daughters.
Because they careless. How are they careless? Because they didn't live their whole lives under Esau, Edom in the military, living good, having all their amenities, call 911 whenever they feel like they in fear. They can call the ambulance whenever niggas is fucked up. Yeah. Y'all niggas been at ease. I ain't never called the ambulance or 911 my whole goddamn life since I've been here. I know I ain't been at ease. When I'm in pain, nigga gotta fucking drink something or go take, some shit the elders told me to take, and that was just in the last 2 years. Well, fuck out of here.
And who is the voice of the Lord? The prophets, right? Starting with the elders and bishops of great millstone, right on down to the least.
Right? To the least of the men. That's it. To the least of the men. You see what I'm saying? Elders and apostles to the least of men. It said the least shall be as strong. We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull it up. Because I'm not nobody. I'm just really just, I'm just glad to fucking be here, man. I'm just glad to actually have somebody in my life, which is the brotherhood, who actually let me be a man. Everybody else in my life has been like, you have to be just so nice to everybody. That's how it's always been. Like the brothers let me be me. Some brothers is forward. Some brothers is God. Let us be men, please. This is where I get to be a man, right here. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 8. I'm a fucking man. Like, I'm sorry, but not sorry. You know what I mean? We're men here. I get to cry out to Yahawah, Yahawashi, like, I fucking hate it here. And like, you can feel that energy. Like, if you can't feel that energy coursing through your veins, as a man of the Lord. and I just express it a little bit more. Like, the brothers, listen to the elders and apostles. They done got into fights with people. Even my elder talked about, we was screaming at Esau like, y'all going into slavery, motherfucker. That's how they were growing up. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Like, you can't really get mad at a guy like me. I literally am going through what my peers went through, and went through it when the Lord put Esau, Edom in the spirit to fuck up the fucking food and everything even worse. Put estrogen in all the food and put all types of shit in the water. So I'm even more pissed because my mind's fucked up because of that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's not a fucking joke, man. Y'all think just because I'm 32, I'm like, oh, well, you have been in the church that long. And I'm not talking about the brother. I'm talking about people who looking on the outside of the tabernacle. You look at, like, since I'm young, like, y'all don't think I don't go through shit. You're going to find out, okay? You're going to find out we're all going through hella shit over here. And it don't matter from the head to the toe. It said birth pains in the whole body. You think just because I'm 32, I ain't going through shit? We're going to find out. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 8. And that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem. So it says Jerusalem. That's how you say Jerusalem. That's how you say it in the Rawchaa Qadash. Jerusalem is how you say Jerusalem. Okay, that's how you say it in the Rawchaa Qadash, the ancient Hebrew. That's going to be the headquarters of this whole place as we whoop Esau, Edom's ass for 1,000 years. That's where you're going to come to headquarters and say, let us learn the ways of Jacob or learn the ways of Yahawah. You're going to come here and we're going to, beat your swords into plowshares, and you're going to do what? You're going to go to work for us. You're going to say, yep, we told you. Time to go to work. if you're not an Israelite. That's where you're headed to. And he that is feeble among them, people like me, I'm just a new brother. I ain't nobody. I just got here. I'm feeble. I'm over here like, you know, trying to express myself, but still you can see the kinks in me like, and the elders and the apostles got to fix me and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like a feeble person among them. That's why I said that don't make yourself equal with the elders. Like I'm feeble among them. Like I ain't. Elders be like, damn, Jake just out here just cussing out niggas. Like, and they're like more calm than us and chill. Okay. That's why we need them. We need our elders so much, man. We need them so much. So much, man. Because we're so feeble. Even though we look like big, strong, like muscular, whatever men, you know, as young men, you know, and vibrant men, we look at ourselves as spiritually feeble. Like we need the essence of our elders. We need them. We can't do this without them. Like we're done, you know? So that's why it says, he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. You know, that's why you see the boldness in us like them, because that's where we got that from. But we still got to work on our, you know, on our other stuff. Some more than others. I'm a brother that's like, you know, I'm a little bit like, you know, I'm rough. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying, Jake. I'm trying. You know, but that's a lot that Jake isn't doing in these days. That's why the brothers was like, go ahead, let him in. He's fucking crazy, but let him in. And I even listened to Elder Yahawah one day. He was saying, yeah, some brothers is just a little crazy. That's you know, that made me feel, that comforted me. He taught me doing that. That's why he's a leader. Okay, he's able to speak for people that can't speak for themselves. I'm a guy who can't speak for myself in every aspect. That's why I need the elders. Okay, that's why they fuck with me, because they know that I'm not no weenie though. I'm not effeminate. I'm ready to die with them. Okay, but I definitely do got some shit I got to work on. But one thing I don't got to work on is Eve. You motherfuckers is not gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna listen to what they tell me. You can get the fuck out of here with that. And the house of David shall be as the Most High, and the angel of the Lord before them. I'm not hear what the fuck y'all got to say. Okay? Brothers are doing too many videos to motivate me not to listen to your ass.
All right.
All right.
We are known as the voice of the Lord.
Yeah.
It says, give ear unto my speech.
And
the speech that we speaking is what? Repent. All right. Rise up. You know, seek the Lord. You know, that's what we speaking, man. All right. So give ear to my speech. Hearken. Listen. Consider. You know, put out the ways of Babylon. What you've been taught that was right. Or how you was raised wasn't right. You gotta put
right. So how was Eve and everybody else raised to think that men was a bad thing? To be a man and have masculinity and be someone that's like, you're gonna do what I say? This world has made that seem like that is a bad thing. Okay? Because that's what this dude's portraying right now. He's portraying masculinity. You're gonna do what the fuck I say. Okay? And you see she's in a sense of humbleness. She's like kind of back down, got her hand on the chest. That's where you're supposed to be. Okay? Because this is how Yahawashi is with us. He's like, motherfucker, I'm finna fucking fuck everybody up in this bitch. And we're like, okay. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. Because this is how the Lord is. The day of vengeance is in his heart. You think he's up there talking calm? You think he's up there on some silent shit? Wait till he pulls up. He said he will cry as a travailing woman at once. He said he will devour as a travailing woman at once. He said he will not meet thee as a man. We read that in Zechariah earlier. You think he's going to come on some, all right, guys, I'm finna turn up 5, 4. No. He finna pull up in this bitch and you gonna goddamn thought motherfucking Godzilla times 1 quadrillion billion pulled up on your ass.
Put those things off and start to act according to the spirit. All right. And the Bible give you women's your duty. All right. How to hold the household down, how to hold your man down, how to hold yourself down. That's what you got to turn back to. Not the ways of Babylon, not the westernization ways to how to treat your man. That's not the way. All right. Give ear to the Lord's speech. It said many days and years.
So when your man come up to you like this and he's fucked up, motherfuckers done beat him up, motherfuckers done beat him down, because that's how we feel in the spirit right here in Esau Edom land. We feel beat the fuck up, we feel fucked up. Sometimes we come up, we a little fucked up, and we feeling down and shit. You're not supposed to make it where it's like, you're just fucking tripping. You're supposed to be like this woman. She's like, what? She's trying to get what she's supposed to do to serve him. So that's really like a humble woman. She's still listening. She ain't like talking back. She ain't be like, well, you're just fucking tripping out. You need to do what I want to do. See what I'm saying? That's how you need to be, even if we fucking beat the fuck up, because that might what happens dealing with a man of the Lord. Even when it'll talk about in the scriptures, the apostles were got beat up by some people, and they came back and said it was a pleasure to get beat up for the Lord. You want to talk about some? We need to fit your needs. That's why you're gonna die.
Shall ye be troubled, ye careless women? But a venture shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. All right. So would you think that the American white, the American life, the happy white happy life, you think that's coming? You're gonna finally get that husband you wanted. Y'all gonna finally get the cars y'all wanted, the kids. That's gonna fail you, man. That's the American dream. That shit have no hope. All right, in the Lord's judgment. All right, it's gonna fail miserably. So that's why you're supposed to, like the prophet saying, rise up, you women, start at ease.
Yep, because most of the women, especially Eve, you've had that most of your life.
Time to come out of the Babylonian mindset. All right, and really get down how a woman is supposed to be and to serve her man. Once again, look at you holding their lip. That's all you gotta do. But it's hard for a lot of women to shut the fuck up, though. It's hard because you feel so entitled. It's just.
And look how crazy he looked. He looked crazy. He really trying to explain something to his woman, but she can't. She can't get it. That's Eve. She can't get it, man. But this is you see, like, this is it's look like another woman that's not an Israelite, right here, and look how she is, man. She still look humble, man. And Eve is never gonna be like that, Jake. She gonna always fight you as soon as you give her the chance. She's always going to try to buck up. And nobody wants a horse that's gonna buck up. Every horse rider wants a horse that when you say heel, it heals. It says gallop, it gallops. Nobody wants a horse where you have to argue with the horse to let you get on the goddamn thing and ride the horse. Okay? So Eve's not gonna make it here. Okay? It's gonna be like 2% of them that make it. The rest of them gonna gotta die.
But Isaiah 32 and 11, it said, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, scrip you, make you bear, and grid sackcloth upon your loins. All right, that mean become what? Humble. All right, you want to humble yourself now through the fear of the Lord, because you don't want this time to come. Speaking of Jacob trouble, and now you want to, now you want to humble yourself.
Now you want to humble yourself, but you see, The man over here, he looked like he already been through Jacob's trouble. He done barely made it back to the damn house to explain to you to shut the fuck up and do what we tell you to do. Right?
No. Wrong time. What did we say in the scripture? I mean, so like what we say in the scripture, right game, wrong mind. All right, right game, wrong mind. You can't play the Lord like that. All right. So it said, then shall lament for the tree of the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine. All right. So let me grab this. This is Galatians. All right, Galatians 5:16. And it says, this I say then, walk in the spirit. All right, that's for the men and women. All right. The household of faith. We supposed to walk in the spirit. All right. What he's speaking about, what the government trying to do and what they is doing, especially when the prophecy be fulfilled of Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, we're gonna have to walk in the spirit. And only how your women can walk in the spirit is you listening to your man. All right, that's how you walk in the spirit, understanding that the Most High is dealing with him.
See, but a lot of women don't think that they're dealing with us. And this is why Jake be like feeling like this in the spirit. He be feeling like, damn, like we be knowing that our woman ain't hearing us. Okay, that's why a lot of us don't got a woman. Because you really not hearing us. And now that shit's popping off, now that you finally want to hear us, you finally want to be like, I can't be without y'all. We're just to that point where we're through with you. We're just like, bye. We're just like, whatever, man. Whatever. Because you've gotten to that point to where you've worn us out. Like we know we've been back here time after time after time after time, and Eve has always chosen Esau Edom. So we get to the last fucking go, and you want us to treat you with respect, Eve. It's over for you.
All right, even now, understand that the Most High is dealing with him. All right. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh, because the lust of the flesh, all right, is going to want to take the charagma. All right. The lust of the flesh is going to desire the thing that you used to have. Look at Lot's wife. Why do you think she was able to turn to a pillar of salt? All right, because she fulfilled the lust of the flesh. And she went in the spirit like the Lord commanded her to through. All right. Now it says, get another precept real quick. This is 2 Timothy. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. And it says, well, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. All right, so let me play this back one more time.
You know what is going on. You have to listen to me. You have to. Because you don't know the fucking enormity of what we're dealing with. May the 29th, 1954, the consortium of bankers, industrialists, corporate CEOs, and politicians held a series of meetings over 3 days at the Bilderberg Hotel in Oosterbeek, Holland. They drew up a plan for maintaining the status quo. It's the way things are. It's the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. They devised a plan to manipulate technology, economics, the media, population control, world religion to keep things the way they are. And they have continued to meet once a year, every year since the original meeting. Look it up. Under their orders, the CIA had smuggled Nazi scientists into the States to work with the American military at Calspan, developing an interepidermal tracking microchip. It's a surveillance tool. It's a computer chip that has been implanted in the skin of every human being born on the planet since 1982. The test group for the prototype was the People's Temple. And when the Reverend Jim Jones threatened to expose them, he and every member of his church were assassinated.
Yeah, that's right. So this is John 10:10. The thief coming not, but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. All right. So one more precept for you women's.
One more.
All right.
One more.
Build yourself up. Time is coming. Your faith is going to be tested. All right. Now, we all know what happened to Job. All right. But seeing the characteristics of his wife, all right, when he was tested and the Lord, made that bet with Satan, his woman didn't have the mindset of staying down. All right. So this Job 2.
So Job.
And I really just started.
So Job had a wife that was a virgin. Job had a wife that really rocked with him. You know what I mean? And she was silent the whole time until the end. So you got a lot of women who they think that, they think that we gotta compromise with them and we gotta be some type of way with them when they ain't nowhere close to that. See what I'm saying? And that's why the elders and the apostles and even Paul, he said, it's better you don't got one, bro. And like I had to go through, I feel like the Lord put the spirit on me to go through that because now like I'm a better judge now, concerning that. So like at this point, I see myself really leveling out. Like, I went through a major trial of this particular situations. And the Lord's like leveling me out to where I'm in the middle instead of too much over righteous, over wicked. He's put me right where I need to be on that straight gate. And I wanted to do, that's why I did a series of the situation that I went through. Whoever's been following in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whoever's truly been following, the progress of what I've learned, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi to help you. Because there's certain young men out here who've been watching me. So I want to make sure that, if they really been watching me, it's like, you see, like, just because we're men in the Lord, we don't go through, it doesn't mean we don't go through shit. It doesn't mean that we don't have to work on shit. But I feel like the stuff that I've experienced and the conclusion that I've had listening to various brothers, these are just the two brothers I pulled out, but I've listened to other various brothers, elders, apostles, and man, like, it really it's really bringing me to another level, especially with my elder too, giving me certain counsel, just like advice counsel, on this particular situation that I went through, because it was really exciting, it was exciting to see Babylon and see the peril. It's what the Lord built his men for, to go through those dangers, It's almost like it's like you get to that point where it's like a danger and you kind of get pumped up for it. You're like, oh, hell yeah, this is what the Lord was talking about. We've been waiting for thousands of years for this, Jake, to get a chance to even be worthy to be one of these men. You know, it's definitely exhilarating. Like I feel like a whole new man in this truth, and even through my mistakes, I remember what the brothers told me. Like Elder Yahawah was saying, don't feel bad about any of the mistakes that you have done. You know, and it's definitely something that has hit me very hard as a collective in the brotherhood, coming out of that closet. You know, and it's just part of my testimony. I'll definitely get more boring, Lord willing, in the future. You know, I'm hitting some pinnacles. You know, coming into my second year into this truth, and you know, I'm starting to see that. You know how you have like a series of movie. You got the first movie, and it's fucking heavy. Like the first Matrix was like, oh shit, and then the second Matrix is like, okay, but it wasn't really like the first one. And the third one's like, all right, okay, you had to finish the story. I get it. And then the fourth one's like, oh, come on, like, you know. But then if you watch it, because that's how me and my elder was with the Matrix Revelations, we got to go into it. We got to go into a Matrix trilogy. You know, I'm gonna have to do a sit down with the elder because you know we love the Matrix for movie buffs, but we'll have to go into the fourth one, the Matrix Revelations, and I seen that they were talking about coming out with another one, but they said Neo got blonde hair. I'm so fucking mad about that shit, but they could be lying. We'll see. But you know, you know, the Matrix Revelations. First, we was like, but then after we got to watching it, because me and the elder is like, we'll watch something even if we don't like it. We'll watch it and we'll start being like, okay, we can see that in the spirit. We'll see that in the spirit. And then eventually we'll start coming around to it and really having a conclusion on what the Lord's doing with that movie. That's one thing that I've got to experience being in the brotherhood, man. If you be patient, man, Lord, he doesn't make those movies for no reason. Even the ones that you don't think that have some significance, they usually do. So I don't mean to talk too much. I talked a lot in this video and didn't do as many precepts. This was more of a spiritual rant, but you know, I already did a video, 2 videos today. So this is like my spiritual rant video. So Salakia for that. It's more like just, man, we're almost home, you know? We're almost home. Like, it's great to see that we made it here and we remember, you know? It's deep. It's very deep.
I started 7 because we know what I'm saying how Satan, you know, somebody was able to do everything but kill Job. So this is Job 2:7. It says, so when Satan rose from the presence of the Lord Yahawah and smote Job with the sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown, and he took him a posture of scrapes himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, though thou still retain thy integrity, curse the Most High and die. So you women, you have to lose that mindset. All right? You're going to have to lose that mindset. That's why it's time now to practice, meaning rehearse. All right? Because you don't want to be a wife like Job had. All right? Putting that bug in the man ear, as in to take that charagma. All right? You got to walk in the spirit. All right? You can't have this mindset as she had. Okay? It said, then his wife said unto him, though as thou still retain thy integrity, curse the Most High and die. But he which is Job, said unto her, thou speakest as a foolish woman speaketh. All right. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? All right. Because you got to understand what time we're coming into. This is the Most High will. This is his pleasure. And this is how we're going to get the kingdom of heaven. All right. That's why he said, fear not, for these things what must come to pass. These things got to happen. It's for our good. But if you fear the Lord, you're going to be delivered. Why? Because you got a man in the Lord. But it's out to how you treat that man in the Lord. All right. So it says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish woman speaketh. What? Shall we not receive the hand, like a good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. All right. Job hold it down, man. Job kept his integrity.
So when you listen to the brother, he was talking about how, it was all about how you treat your man. It's what gets you out of here. So I showed a video of that brother, elders, other brothers, apostles, we all on one accord. You women out here, how you treat us is how you treat the Most High. So he's not talking to you about us. He's talking to us about you. And if you think at any moment that he's talking to you about us, it's probably something, it's probably something that shows you Satan is at work, because he's always deceived Eve. He's never deceived Adam. Said Adam was not in the transgression. Said Adam was not deceived, but Eve was in the transgression. So if you're Eve, a so-called woman out here, you start thinking funny about the men of the Lord, it's definitely Satan at work. Because we ain't out here to give you a false narrative, And Eve has this whole idea that the Lord has given her the insight on the men of the Lord. Whenever she, in her whole goddamn, all the Eves in the earth, have committed atrocities and committed types of things that the Lord said are worse than death. So I find worse than death the woman, But you want to say that you have a better understanding of the Most High concerning us, You're better off just, just going away. So wow, Baba Ball, Shalom.